Alright, let's get started and welcome back to Yogi Vlogs. First of all, I just want to thank all of you guys, those of you who've tried out the tea recipes which we didn't actually speak about, but I just mentioned tea, and there have been some of you who've tried out the tea recipes, try to make tea on your own. That's absolutely fantastic and that's really great. Please share your recipes with me and we can have a lot of fun. And if you guys are interested, I'll just make another video on how to make the tea on your own, right? So depending on the state of your health and depending on the state of your mind, your body will tell you what you might need to put in the tea. Okay, I'll just describe it right now. So all you need to do is take all the ingredients and smell them one at a time and see if you feel like putting it in the water. That's it, in the boiling water. That's about it. That's how I make my tea, and that's the big secret for making like really cool tea which you find really tasteful. And if you want to make it for somebody else, all you have to do is just think of them while smelling the ingredient and you'll automatically know how you whether you should add this ingredient or not. That's about it. That's the big secret. So in this video, I had mentioned in the previous video that this video will also be about detox, but no, let's not do that. Let's do something else. Let's do something far more interesting. So in this video, I want to reveal a huge secret, the secret of yoga itself. Now a couple of absolutely beautiful sunbirds have come there to listen to this also. So anyway, so the big secret to yoga, as I mentioned in the previous video, there is something which you have to know before you begin your journey in yoga, right? So what is that something, and why is it that it is necessary for you to know that before you take your first steps in yoga? And by the way, you must have realized by now, this is not the asana wala yoga which I am speaking about. This is the ancient yoga. This is the yoga which this will make you into the yogis of the ancient worlds, like basically the ones which you read about in our historical stories, like say Mahabharata, Ramayana, something like that. You'll read about yogis there, right? So that is the yoga which I'm talking about, and it is far more interesting than pretty much anything we've ever known, right? So these are some really cool people. But before we begin on that journey, there is something which is very important for us to be clear about, okay? And that is, what are we looking for in life? What is the point here? What are we doing here? Why is it that we are doing whatever we are doing, right? So this is a very big question which has, let's say, been part of humanity since the beginning of I think almost language, right? So people have been writing these questions on who am I, and what is the meaning of all of this, what is the meaning of life, and this and that and all. So today we have to reach an answer, we have to come up with an answer to this question before we take our first steps in yoga, and you'll know why, okay? So the first thing, what are we looking for here? To start off, there is a very easy way to find what is it that you're looking for in life, right? So all we have to do is pick up on the biggest complaints we have in life. That's it. That's very simple. Now, generically speaking, you've talked to hundreds of people. I'm sure you have spoken to hundreds of people. And think about it. What is the number one complaint that you've always heard? And what is the number one thing that you've always complained about? It's fairly easy. And once I reveal it to you, you'll be like, oh, that's it. So think about it. Pause the video here. Think about it. See if you can find it. Okay? Great. I hope you've thought about it. Now here's the answer. The number one complaint that people have is they get stressed. That's the biggest complaint people have, and this is one of the biggest reasons why people do most of the things. Think about it. What are the things that you do to get rid of stress? You might call it different things. You might say, oh my God, I've had a very I've had a very stressed week. Let's go out, do something. Let's go have a drink at the pub. Maybe you order a cheeseburst pizza when you're having a particularly stressful day. Maybe, who knows? You go out for a drive. You go out on a trip with your family or with your friends. You engage in some of your own hobbies. Like so many IT people have picked up a camera in the hopes that they can do something creative and get rid of stress, right? So this is very interesting. You have to remember this, because you might be doing something to get rid of stress, right? Which is also very creative and which can also become work, but for you it is not work yet. Maybe that's the situation. So pay attention to this. Some things cause stress and some things cause the opposite of stress. Now what is the opposite of stress? It's very simple. It's relaxation, right? So that is the number one thing which we are looking for, relaxation. Pretty much almost all decisions which we make are looking for relaxation, right? Every problem when solved brings relaxation, right? Think about it. Whatever, most of the things which we do in life is for relaxation only. I'll give you a very simple way of understanding this. By not doing what you're doing, the stress increases in our lives, correct? Therefore, by doing whatever we are doing, that is bringing us relaxation. I hope this is clear to you. I hope you are able to understand this. All we are doing is, this is one of the two things that we are looking for in life, right? I'm going to reveal to you the other one. Maybe later on, maybe I'll make a new video for that. But for now, think about it. Think about whatever you're doing in your life, right? Whether you're watching a movie, the choices of what kind of food you're eating, choices of where you're going to travel, right? Even your travel preferences are dependent on whether that place brings you stress or relaxation. For some of us, it's the hills. For some of us, it's the forest. For some of us, it's the beaches. For some of us, it's the resorts. Okay? So you have to pay attention. All of this is highly influenced by what we think is stress and what we think is relaxation. What brings us stress and what brings us relaxation? These two factors affect a lot of the decisions which we make in life. Okay? So pay attention to it. Go through all of the choices which you make on a daily basis. Maybe you have addictions. All addictions are because there is an issue which you are not looking at and which you are not able to solve maybe. And the addiction is bringing you a temporary relaxation. And that is why it remains an addiction, because the original problem is not solved. Think about it. Why do you need alcohol? It's very simple. You want to relax, but you don't know how to relax. That's it. That's it. That's all it is. Why do you need any sort of addictions at all? It's because of this. Why do you binge watch movies on YouTube? It's this. I don't know if there are movies on YouTube. Maybe Netflix or Prime or whatever it is. That's it. That's all this is. Right? So think about this. Spend some time. Go through all your preferences in life and see how many of them are affected by the classification of what is stress and what is relaxation. Okay? Now they need not be the same for everybody. It's not the same for everybody. A lot of people have a lot of variations of stress and relaxation. For somebody, one thing might be a stress. For the other person, the same thing might be a relaxation activity. So there's no need for you to compare yourself with anybody. Just go through your life, think about all the choices and preferences that you have and the choices which you make, and see how many of them are based on the idea of relaxation that you have and what you think is stress and what exactly brings you relaxation. Okay? Think about it, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.